So this is going to be a little bit of a different stream today. The tone is going to be a little different than usual, so I apologize. Just having a bad couple of days, I guess. I was, some things happened, of which I do bear a part of the blame. I'm not gonna pretend I don't. I'm not gonna say I don't. But it seems to have been made into a much bigger thing than it really needs to be. Seemingly by people with malice. And that just... It's something I don't understand on a deep level. So it's very confusing. And when that kind of confusion goes on for long enough, it's getting upsetting, and then I do, in fact, start to lose some of the emotional balance I've worked pretty hard to cultivate. And I get angry, frankly. I feel anger, and there's literally nothing wrong with that. 100%. Anger is a valid emotion in many circumstances. So, R1, I think I have this backwards, actually. I think, how do you do this? Oh, you do this like this? Okay, so, high kick, kick, high punch, PPP. I think that's how I actually want it. So, my brain is like racing with a bunch of like things. Like, ooh, here's the thing you can do. What we call action urges from emotions that come up. And, if you are in the wild and there's a bobcat legitimately threatening your child, that is a time for anger action urges to be valid and correct. And go ahead with those. But in civilization as we know it, pretty much mostly anger action urges are just trouble. And you gotta have an outlet. So my plan is I'm going to play this game until my adrenaline really gets going, and then I'm going to exercise a lot. That's not going to happen on stream. I'm going to exercise a lot. And that will burn off chemicals, hormones, and things that are coming up. And relieve some of the cortisol, hopefully. Probably have a good cry later, in all truthfulness, because that is one very key way to eject cortisol from your body. Yeah. And hopefully all that will get me out of what is clinically known as sympathetic nervous system activation, which is a human biological, psychological mechanism. Everybody has it. And nobody's wrong for falling into sympathetic nervous system. It's a matter of developing the skills that are right for you, so you respond to it in what we call in DBT an effective way. Being effective, right? And actually that brings me back to the question of what is it that I want to accomplish? And I guess that's part of my problem right now, because part of me wants to throw a metaphorical tank of gasoline over my whole life and everything I've built and watch it burn. And part of me wants to fix everything. That's not possible. There's nothing I can do. I'm not allowed, basically. It's not in the coding of the scenario, so to speak. So, yeah. What do? Play Street Fighter. That's what you do. So this is a new game of Street Fighter Alpha 3. So what we need to do is we need to build a character to level 30, so we unlock Evil Dew. So we're going to start here with Dew because I played him so much, it's like second nature. I mean, honestly, a lot of the combos I've forgotten because I played a lot of different Capcom games, and there's a lot of little differences between them. Apologies for the slowdown. My computer is, garbage. At the beginning of World Tour, you fight Dan, and he pretty much does nothing. And the objective is just to get as many points as you can. You need to just, get as many points as you can in World Tour mode, so you can unlock more upgrades and levels and things. Wait a minute, what? Set up. Huh? Yeah. Alright, I forget how this works, to be honest. I have to fight him again? Or maybe I missed the select. Nobody blink! Nobody blink! Oh, he's doing a thing now. Wow, the slowdown is real. I'm just gonna cheese him. Damn. Get out of here. I don't like you. You're pathetic. Okay, so I gained some XP, I guess. Okay, I can go to another place now. Alright, cool. That's good. Balrog! You can't give it up! Triumph, or die! All this slowdown. Alright. It's not as exciting with all the slowdown. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you. Get him up, guys. Yep. Go for broke. This isn't the pulse pounding fight for my life that I was kind of hoping for, to be honest. I'm quickly like analyzing what else I can potentially pull up for games. Probably Super Nintendo. That would be more exciting. I mean, you know, obviously Ghosts and Goblins is a lot more challenging and fast-paced and stuff, but I also suck at it. And I'm not really feeling the I suck at this vibe right now. You know, I had an opportunity to get a new computer, actually, about 8 months ago. But I thought, you know, the specs aren't any better than the computer I currently have, so I'm just gonna take a pass. Like, what the fuck was I thinking? Do you know? Am I just, like, self-sabotaging dumb fucking asshole? It's a strong theory. Okay. Okay. You know, this really is not working. This whole thing is just not really working. So what can we do in terms of Super Nintendo? That's the good question, I think. Or, you know what, maybe let's just play Mega Man 2. That's not a bad idea on the Nintendo. Because I don't have anything like expertise with it for sure. I'll turn the volume down, sorry about that. God. That's still pretty damn loud. Alright, that's probably good. So then I need to update because we're not... Mega Man 2 Angry. We're doing Mega Man 2 Angry. 2.5D. Yeah, okay. Let's just do this. I have no idea who's good to start with. We'll do Metal Man, I guess. I feel kind of dumb because Mega Man is just like such a go-to thing all the time. Well, I certainly want that. You have to be a fool to pass that up, right? Ugh, this stuff is so dumb. Especially without the fucking... Oh my god. Without the fucking slide introduced in Mega Man 3. Oh my god, the frame limit, or the sprite limit, yeah, the sprite limit is like making the flicker. I also don't appreciate it. I'm like already like a quarter of the way through the stage, and I've not fought anything like a proper goddamn enemy. It's just this stupid, like, environmental bullshit. I'm already on the verge of dying. God damn. Okay. These guys. God damn. Yeah, okay. I just like seeing you fall down the hole. Haha. Oh my god! He made it all the way over. Shit. Gonna have to remember that, right? Oh my god. Alright, y'all. Maybe consider eating my entire ass. This is an option for you today. We have a special on Inke's entire ass. One time only. I don't think I can make that. Oh, eat me. God. And that was it. That's the level. How stupid is that? Jesus. This is what we went for in, what, 1988 or something, I guess? Alright. What are you gonna do? Dumb asshole. Shit. Fucking conveyor belt changes directions. Alright, we got him. That's all that matters. I lost one life, I think? Alright. Get equipped with my entire fist. Alright. What do you think? Probably saw blades beats wood, right? Just throwing it out there. It's a theory. Wow, what a shitty fucking menu. I hope you like this metal blade because I'm gonna use it all the time, basically. Look at that! Kills two of them! Jeez! Oh, crap. That wasn't too bad. Shit. Needed that. That was a bit of luck, for sure. For real, the sprite limit is making my sprite, like, vanish when I need to control it during dangerous parts. Why do all video games suck? Why has there never been one good videos game? I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm not gonna let you do it. Wow! Look at this, the drops. It's kind of better to let them drop. Damn. Down you go. So much of a room. Gotta be honest with you. I'm not very impressed. Basically, easy mode is go beat Metal Man. No offense, but geez. Everyone knows the Metal Blade is OP. OP to the max, the most OP ever. Except apparently against this thing. Jeez. Alright. Cool. Still the greatest jump sprite in the history of video gaming, though. Gotta hand it to him. Alright. That didn't work. Okay, that's pretty good damage, though. Nice. Yeah, that was fine. That was fine. Cool. You know, seriously, like, what is the good of going around saying, smash the fash, if you can't smash the fash inside your own heart? What even gets people to do good things and be good to each other? So I think that, like, leaves are gonna fuck up this air fan guy. That's probably right. I think that's a strong theory. Oh god, I hate this stage. Isn't there like a whole song on YouTube about this fucking stage? Hey, it's Jack VK! Here it is, Mega Man 2, for your eyeballs' sensual pleasure. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if you've seen any of my other YouTube videos. I'm usually in a more chipper mood. I'm usually more fun to be around. It seems, sometimes it seriously feels like everybody but me has emotional rights. Like everybody. Everybody gets to have a bad day. Everybody gets to just like not want to do something. Except for me. I don't get to be that way. And like when I feel that way, then I'm hurting other people. But when other people are that way, they're not hurting me. They're just like having their feelings, which are valid. And I'm like, okay, do I have emotional rights? Am I a person? And you know that part in Evangelion where like Shinji is like, am I allowed to exist here? And there's just this like total silence. There's this like text window that's like nothing. Nothing is said about that. That's what it's like. I don't like not seeing the fucking platform beneath me. I think that's a cheap ass trick. I think they want to just steal lives from me. Alright, Jack VK says, it's the pressure of the social industry, it seems. It's always alright to have a bad day every now and then. We are all human. I remember that scene. Can you tell me what you mean by the social industry? Like creating content and being like a figure on social media, that kind of thing? Like, you always have to be upbeat and stuff like that kind of thing? I think that's probably what you mean, but I don't want to misunderstand. Even though I'm going to misunderstand, like that is 100% inevitable in my ridiculous fucking existence. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Woo! Oh god. Alright. We got that sprite to disappear off the screen. That's fun. Come on, baby! Yeah, we did it! Alright, we're gonna try the leaf shield on this big old chonker of a robot master. Jack VK says, content creators in general always are put on a platform almost as a divine figure. So fans tend to only see them as one rather than as 1D rather than as people. You mean as as this figure rather than as like an actual person. Right? Alright, this is not working. Oops. That's not working. Oops. Oh my god. Alright, we've got a couple of other chances here to fight this guy, so we'll try to do that, I guess. Well, that's impossible to dodge. This is very uncool. I don't appreciate. Alright, we just brute forced him. We just took him out. We just did it. We're like, you know what? I'm just going all in. We're going balls deep on Airman. We're getting this done. Eat my lemons. Have lemon dinner. Message from Doc. Don't you wish you could receive a message from Dr. Light in your life? Wouldn't that be magical? Just like, oh, by the way, here, I gave you something. You have a thing now that's gonna help you in your life. Shit! We got equipped with item 2. Lord only knows what the fuck that is. Alright, so we have air things. I'm gonna say Quick Man. I don't know. Let's try Quick Man. What's the worst that could happen? It's just a game. My character will die over and over. Big whoop. Alright, let's see what item 2 does. Good enough. Gonna need it. I gotta remember I have an E-tank too. That's not gonna help. Yeah, that almost worked. You know what works in every situation though, Ink? Metal Blade. Just use the Metal Blade. Everything gets taken out by Metal Blade. Everything works. Woo! Oh my god, nice! What a score! Oh shit, the lights went out. That's not friendly, but that's friendly. Thank you for the energy. Oh dear. Alright. Jack VK says, Mega Man levels remind so much of the original 2 Metroid games. Absolutely. Yeah. You know, there's that design philosophy around that time. Alright, serious time. Oh! Damn it. Yikes! Oh my god, this thing has like no ammo. Hell yeah! Thank you! Needed that. Yay! Made it to another boss. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm good at this game, but I obviously can't be the worst, right? Yeah! We got it. We got it, girls. Way to go. I'm hereby editing the plot of this game. This is no longer Dr. Wily is out, like, terrorizing people with robots or something. Mega Man is not Mega Man. Look! Just turned pink. Mega Man is a trans robot girl, actually. And this story is Mega Woman's battle to get through all the fucking hoops and all the rigmarole you need to get through to get your goddamn HRT from the fucking medical industry. That's what's actually happening in this story. I feel like these boomerang things I just got from Quickman might burst Bubbleman's bubble. Yeah, you know, that's the way we look at things. When you're trans, everything is about being trans. Everything. And that's partially because nobody ever gives us any trans stories. So we have to, like, make them up for ourselves. This fucking stage has the best music. Oh my god. Bubbleman stage is amazing. I was the kind of nerd. I was so isolated. So after I got suspended from school in the wake of Columbine because the administration saw me as a thorn in their side and saw themselves a good opportunity to use the fear going all around to get rid of me. I was so fucking isolated, living in the middle of nowhere. I moved from where I'd been to this new place. I didn't know anybody, and I didn't even have an internet connection. This was in the late 90s. And I was alone in the home a lot of the time. I was very fucking traumatized by everything that had happened to me. In you know, that kind of shell shock kind of mental space. And I would literally just, like, listen to Mega Man background songs on my computer. I would go to public computer terminals, and a friend had sent me these files in a zip file that Winamp could play. They weren't MP3s or dot waves, they were some other weird format that didn't have a set duration. They would just loop like an actual Nintendo background song. And I would just fucking listen to Mega Man songs alone in this house in the middle of the woods, basically. In some ways, not a lot has changed since then. Alright. Down we go! Oh god, this is unreasonable. Alright. Just use Metal Blade! I mean, I'm being sarcastic. It doesn't actually kill everything all the time, but it kills everything all of the time. It doesn't actually. Yeah, it's fucking amazing. What's really OP about it is the ammo count on it is absolutely... It seems like a glitch, because, like... Are you sure? Are you sure? You want us to have that much ammo of such a versatile, powerful weapon? It's ridiculous. Alright, here we go. Let's, again... I swear to Goddess above and below, I swear on every orgasm I will have from this day forward, I did not look up what the boss order in this game was before starting. You saw me playing Street Fighter Alpha 3. I wanted to play Street Fighter Alpha 3. My computer is a piece of shit that's 12 years fucking old. The lag was bad, and here we are. I'm just apparently figuring it out. Or I might be remembering, because it's not like it's the first time I've played this extremely classic game on an extremely classic console. Jack VK's like, that was real quick. Jack VK says it's like the Con Maker in Doom Eternal. Is that a weapon? I have not had the opportunity to play. Cool, yeah, Doom Eternal kicks ass. I've not had the opportunity to play, and I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. Which, you know, that's life. I mean, if I could stop burning every bridge I come across, maybe something different would happen for a change, but that's a tall order for me, you know, I got a big goddamn mouth. This is kind of fun. I'm enjoying this. This is a nice mix of challenge and things that make sense. Woo! But that is about to end. We're gonna do this. Not putting up with that. Okay, that wasn't what I thought it was. Jack BK says, I was gonna make a joke off what you said, but Twitch tends to censor anything lewd related. I mean, you could say it, and then if it gets caught, I will, probably let it through. I do have the blacklist on the highest setting, just because I want to catch every, like, potentially, you know, queerphobic or racist or sexist kind of thing, but I let things through. It's gonna work against these little buttheads. Let's try this, see what happens. That sure as shit worked. Wow, nice. Cool. Oh god. Can I not skip this somehow? Okay, I can't. I don't know what to do here. I hate these things. Oh, eat me. Okay. Okay, we got through that one. Actually, I should be using this to charge up things. I'm spoiled by Super Nintendo Mega Man games, where, if the item you're using is fully charged, it will move to something that needs charge. Or it will put the energy in something that needs the charge. Oh, nice. Yep, there's that. Wonderful. Alright. Oh, yeah, I need to actually select the good weapon. Jack VK says, I have a tricky time going under, but some of the chiller Mega Man music on repeat for hours was probably the first thing that ever put me in trance. Ironically enough. I believe it. I got no problems believing that. Alright, I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna go. Calgon, take me away! Okay, that's probably fine, right? I didn't just screw myself over, did I? I did. I did. I did. We're just gonna take all the deaths now. We're gonna take them all. Take all the deaths. Wait a minute, I don't need to do that. I can charge up here. Don't be too self-destructive, Inke. Well, there's no such thing as too self-destructive. I'm kidding. I don't know what I'm saying, to be honest. I'm just goofing off. Right now, somebody's recording this so they can use it against me in 5 years to cancel me. That's how things work these days. This is what society is. This is what community is. Mutually assured canceling. Jack VK says, I forgot how annoying the block puzzles were. Yeah, it comes back to you real quick though, don't it? Alright, we are going to use this here. Oh god. Oopsie poodles. Okay, okay, okay. Get me out of here. Jesus Christ. Absolutely stupid. Hey, if I wanted something to get mad at, we just hit the jackpot, girls. I'm also playing video games so I don't just stuff my face with, like, just whatever food I can find. To be honest, because I don't... Okay, that's... Yeah, sure, we can clip through the wall to our death. Cool, cool, cool. Now, when you say game over, Okay, you don't mean really game over. You mean fake game over. You mean you just lose your, checkpoint, basically. Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I'm just gonna take some deaths now. I'm gonna take a death. This is a speed strat. Cool. Cool. Not the first time I've played a Mega Man game and thrown myself to my death as a means of catharsis. If anyone ever tells you I'm a toxic person, believe them. Burrito, burrito. Here we go again. Jack VK says, you're fine. I've interacted with people way more toxic and downright vile due to my field. Have you ever heard the expression damning with faint praise? Ooh! Want the one-up! Yay, baby! Yeah, Jack BK's like, yeah. Yeah, I know what I did. I did it! Shit, get out of there. Why? Why do I do these things I do? Why? I have an emotional fucking breakdown on a Twitch stream. Start crying. As if I'm not notorious for enough reasons already. Okay, okay. Yay! God. Jesus, please us! Nailed it. Nailed it in one. And that is official state gospel. Anybody disagreeing will be, of course, held in great pain. It will be a bad time, don't do it. Oh, hi! I know you. Held in great pain? What the fuck is that supposed to mean, Ink? Nobody knows. Alright, knowing me, that's gonna be bad. Don't go over there. Can I get up here? I can. Huzzah! Okay. This is gonna be annoying. I want to get up there before I launch the item 2. Alright, let's go! Come on, baby! I think I just fucked myself. Yep, somebody's gotta do it. Nobody does it better. Nobody does it better. I prefer machine over myself. Yeah, I mean... hopefully I can have one someday. I mean, does a vibrator count? I mean, that's kind of a mixed thing. That's like if you had somebody's hand and you held their hand with your hand and, like, you just kind of called the shots on what happened with that hand. I'm sure somebody in Japan thought that this whole, like, grinding for ammo was fun. Cause it was a thing in Metroid as well. Oh, Jack VK meant a fuck machine. Well, yeah, I mean, that's what, see, I mean, I knew you meant, I was pretty sure you meant that, but, like, I don't have one of those. That's way more, like, handy DIY than I get to be. I don't know how to do those things. But, like, the biggest part is that I do have a vibrator. I don't have this other thing that we're talking about. It was a bit better in Metroid, but still annoying. I mean, have you played Metroid lately? I don't know. I don't know about that, friends. Metroid is kind of bullshit. Because it's like, oh, you have a password. You've played through a bunch of the game. Good for you. Here is... Here is starting at the beginning of the section with 30 health. Out of probably you have like 300 health maximum and like 0 missiles. Have a good time. It kind of sucks. I'm just saying it kind of sucks. Fuck. Again with the same... This is gonna be boring and frustrating, and I don't know how much like banter I can do while I'm trying to work this out. Let's talk about my day, I guess. Let's see, I got broken up with. That was not my favorite part of the day. Then I broke up with somebody else. That was also not my favorite part of the day. And then I went grocery shopping because that's the life. And I'm sure that somewhere in my brain I thought, you know what's a great idea right now while I'm traumatized and like dissociating? Let's play a fucking memory game. Let's get in here and memorize something, because, like, definitely the blood hasn't drained out of my neocortex. and my capacity to like do memory-based things isn't like 10% of normal. Alright, we're gonna go. We're going. We're not getting that life. Hey, thanks, Jack VK. You know, it could be better, it could be worse. Life is like that. Alright, let's not die. Let's try to survive this next part. Cool, we did that. Yeah, I definitely, it wasn't my favorite thing. What else? What else? I napped. I had a nap today, because my sleep schedule is all thrown off. I don't even know what this weapon does. Oh, you know what I want? I want, this. No, that's not the one. It's this one. I want this one. Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, there we go. There we go. That's your classic Mega Man Nintendo game. Hard levels, not so hard bosses if you have the right weapon. They become fairly elementary. Like, you can even suck and not even understand their patterns and you can still win. I had it all. I had it all in the palm of my hand. Everything was perfect. And I thought, you know what I thought? I thought was, we can make this better. Let's meddle with a situation that we don't understand well enough. Why not just leave well enough alone? And it's because I'm a stupid idiot who thinks everybody in the world can be friends. That's what happened. But the truth is, there are a lot of people who don't want to be friends. You want the opposite of that. And it's not like some conscious plot that they made or whatever, you know? It's not that they're evil people. That's what's going on with them. Maybe they change someday, I don't know. Let's check out what this one does. Okay, that's good to know. You know? But I'm a dumb broad who, thinks we can all get along. That worked. Alright, fuck off. Stupid shit. It's a pretty good theme too here. Crash Man stage. Pretty classic. And I think we are going to end up using that item 1, probably, to get along at some point here. Yeah, this is a good one right here, probably. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, that was probably a good move. Probably. You know, it wouldn't be so bad, but like, I have this terrible pain in the pit of my stomach. Like, and more than that, like, it radiates out. Like, there's this awful... My stomach hurts. And that's not good, because I have abdominal digestive issues already anyway. But here we are. Nothing to be done about it. Can't do anything. Thought I could make it up to people. I thought I could at least show my good intentions. But that was not the case. Jack VK says, if the stomach pain nausea started today, there's a decent chance it's anxiety exacerbated. Yeah, it is 100% guilt and anxiety driven. 100%. Because there's a couple people in this world who I think are wonderful, beautiful people, and I made things in my stupid impatience and recklessness, made things worse for them. So I feel a great deal of guilt. That's what I wanted. Thank you. The thing is, people think... People conceive of this world in very different terms than I do. Other people structure this world in terms of, like, territory, loyalty, these kinds of like pack bonds that are based around power and protecting what one has. And they view, and there are people in that mode who view things in terms of, like, doing smart or starting shit. And I literally don't think in those terms. Like, I am not a shit starter. But I can't tell them that because that is literally in the terms of, like, the psychedelic left, or even you know, it was adopted by, like, the less wrong community. That's their reality tunnel. That is what they see when they look in the world. That's the hologram in their heads. Shit. Right. Damn. The psychedelic left. I don't know. I mean, honestly, I don't know the right term for it, so I just kind of slap that label on it. But if you think of, like... I mean, honestly, they're not really that left, because they're not into politics so much, and their politics are usually kind of left libertarian, but, like, a lot of the stuff comes from the 70s and 80s, and because of what, like, actual, like, communist orgs were doing at the time, they didn't have a good perception of communism. There's some respect for anarchism, I can see, but mostly just because of this, like, anti-government thing. I consider them left because they're definitely opposed to, like, unjust hierarchies of power, you know? And they were under the belief that capitalism was, like, compatible with that. So we're talking about, like, well, part of that was driven because at the time they saw a lot of hope for the development in scientific stuff with, like, life extension, intelligence expansion, and space exploration. And honestly, I like that they're optimistic about those things, but I feel like at this point it's pretty obvious that they were wrong about a lot of that, and they missed a lot of the problems with capitalism, particularly when it comes to life extension technologies, because the wealthy are getting those, and they're not... I mean, I don't want to be, like, super conspiratorial. There are some methods. There are health programs, personal trainers, various supplement programs. I think of, like, what's his name that started the whole, like, transhuman fad writing thing? I forget his name, but he takes, like, a ton of pills every day to keep himself, like, biologically young as much as possible, right? So who I'm talking about primarily is Robert Anton Wilson, who wrote the Illuminatus trilogy. And in that circle you have, like, Timothy Leary and Christopher S. Hyatt. Somewhat Alan Watts. Alan Watts is a little kind of a satellite in that. And I don't mean satellite, like Earth has artificial satellites that we've made to, like, broadcast communications data. I mean satellite in the astrological term. Like, here's a thing that, you know, circles around another thing. But Alan Watts is kind of in that circle. And, you know, what do you call him? It's like the head culture? The psychedelic intellectuals? I'm not sure. Alright, we were all out of our good weapon. And there's no way to refill it. So, that is definitely a major oversight in this game design. Alright, he jumps when I fire. I just need to out-juke him. I don't know how plausible this is. How many lives have I got? 2? It's worth trying some different weapons and seeing if any of them work against him, I guess. Airman might not be the worst idea. The air attack. Alright, I think that bounced off of him. Yeah, it sure does. Oh, yeah! No, this is the way. Okay, we won. Yeah, you used the air tornado, whatever the fucking weapon is called. We did it! We just beat Crash Man, somehow. And the great thing about this, going up against Quick Man, is we definitely have the right weapon. Jack VK says, just gotta blow him. I mean, that'll put most dudes to rest. Mega Woman here is fighting her way valiantly to gain the privilege of getting her goddamn hormone replacement therapy. Oh my god, talk about a legendary banger of a background music song. Flashman is like all-time super legendary great song. Like all things I do very stupidly, I'm taking the high road. Woo! Yay! Get that one up. Yummy! Yummy one up flavor. You know what? Fuck you, I don't care about you. I wish I could say that to so many people in my life right now. But it would be a lie. It would be a damn dumb, bad lie. You ever just like want the whole world to go away? There's a song actually about that. It's called Make the World Go Away. It's about losing somebody who used to make everything feel better. Oh, I went the wrong damn way. It's alright. We have ways of dealing with this. We can dodge those. Oh my god, look at the damage. Holy shit. Oh my god. That E-tank would have been nice. Okay. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Yep, I'm dead. Jack VK says, sometimes. Usually what I do when in that mood is hyper-focus on something I find enjoyable and lose myself in it for a good bit. So you're saying I'm doing the right thing right now. Ha, joke's on you, I don't enjoy this. This is absolute torture. Alright, so we want to go down here and dodge all this bullshit. Goodbye! Eat my shorts. Skills! Oh, did you see those skills? They were here for you to enjoy. Now they're gone. Jack VK says, masochism can be enjoyable to some people. Haha. Not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, that's how you do it. You get up there before he can get up there. Sweet. Alright, let's deal with this flasher here. Let's see how we do this. Okay. Yay! We won! Unfortunately, that is just the qualifying rounds to actually get to the place where you might gain access to your HRT. And you gotta get more than just past the front door. You gotta fight all your way through the entire establishment. We've only just like qualified for the real fight, which I can't possibly succeed at. Pouring out for all my trans family out there who can't fucking get their hormones. There's this really great thread on Twitter right now, actually. I want to read it. Otherwise, you're not going to understand why I'm so fucking emotional right now. This is not fun music. I don't like this one. Here goes. I found the tweet thread. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna read the whole thing. So, Vaporwave at Nymphomachy on Twitter wrote yesterday, I don't know how to make cis people understand how it feels to watch people mock you for your appearance when you're an adult transitioning trans woman, other than Imagine if people forcibly cut off your nose and then for the rest of your life mocked you for not having one. If they forcibly cut off your nose and said nothing you said could be taken seriously because you were some ridiculous person with a hideous face. They held you down, cut off your nose, and then said your maimed face was a sign you probably couldn't be trusted around others. Testosterone poisoning is a fraught but powerful and effective metaphor. Most trans women I meet say they feel seriously and irreparably disfigured by testosterone. And that they feel like they were held down and forcibly subjected to that disfigurement against their will. Most people in the developed world, developed in quotation marks, will never have to wear their trauma as openly on their bodies and faces as trans women, especially older trans women, are forced to. And they will never have to deal with that exposed trauma becoming a magnet for ridicule and harassment. When TERFs attack an adult trans woman for how she looks, they are ridiculing and demeaning her for possessing physical characteristics that are a direct an intentional consequence of the ideology they promote. They're laughing at the self-same damage they knowingly inflicted. I don't think you can fully comprehend how despicable this movement is until you've taken the time to understand this. Until you've fully wrapped your head around the actual sadism at the core of gender-critical ideology, the wanton violence embedded in its culture. I've likened the denial of puberty blockers and HRT to trans children to corrective rape in the past. In many ways, I don't think the comparison fully captures the brutality of it. People don't generally have to wear their corrective rape on their faces. In certain respects, it has similarities to foot binding, but even that analogy is limited because that was a cultural practice meant, among other things, to demarcate a woman as upper class, and this is one designed to mark a woman as a pariah. Am I communicating the gravity? Because I want the takeaway here to be a more comprehensive understanding of how immensely fucked up it is that this website, Twitter, is full of women who are afraid of showing their faces because it may invite a literal deluge of people trying to dehumanize them all the way to suicide. Then they'll take that suicide and they'll plug it into their statistics and use their updated numbers to argue that trans people shouldn't be validated or enabled because being trans causes depression and suicide. The brazen, cold-blooded depravity of this should stagger you. TLDR, stand up for trans women who get attacked for their appearance and do not under any circumstances harbor it in your spaces. Understand that the kind of people who engage in this jeering are just about the most wretched, contemptible vermin the human race has to offer. That was Vaporwave at Nymphomachy on Twitter. It's the same thing. It's like, in a way, like what I am going through right now is a microcosm of this macrocosmic issue of turfery. Even though it's different, it's not really about me being trans. What's happening to me right now is not about me being trans. But it's that general, like, I know who you are. I know how your mind works. I know why you did the things you do, and I know what you're trying to accomplish with your actions. And every step of the way, the mentality is to give absolutely zero good faith expectation. It is the utter breakdown of community and goodwill. It's demonization. And it's fear-driven. And it's driven by hate. And self-righteousness. And that terrible, like, vindicative feeling that people get when they succeed in hurting this apparently demonic other. Because don't you understand? They were going to hurt us. That's what they do. They're hurting us. And TERFs are constitutionally incapable of grasping that we are women. Trans women are women. That, like, what makes a woman, or what makes any person their gender, has nothing to do with what is assessed at birth to determine one's gender assignment. It's got nothing to do with it. And they will lead you down all kinds of stupid little rabbit holes like, oh, feminism is about the struggle for control over our wombs. And it's like, what about women who've had a hysterectomy? What about women who were born infertile? Cis women, you know? And they're lying to themselves. It's just blind hate. It's just prejudice. It's just looking at a human being and seeing a monster, because your brain wants to see a monster there. Because any rational fucking person who seriously looked at the premise, okay, here's the TERF premise. Men who have ill intent, who want to harm women, are... I can't even bring myself to say this. It's not even as simple as just, like, wearing women's clothes, taking hormones. You gotta learn how to do these things. You know, gender is perhaps in part innate, but it's also a social construct. You know, our culture tells us how our gender is expressed, and those behaviors and mannerisms have to be learned and practiced. That's what childhood is for cis people, and it's fucking invisible to them, and it enrages me. It infuriates me. No, it's wonderful that these sweet little cis girls get to have their childhood where they get to learn, and it's okay for them. And obviously not every cis girl, because plenty of them grow up in traumatic environments or don't have access. There's lots of things that can keep people from access. But still, being cis is by far a prerequisite for getting the childhood where you get to practice your gender, which everybody has to do, frankly, if you have one, to do the thing. But no, men are gonna practice, they're gonna learn about the clothes, they're gonna wear the shoes. Do these people have any idea what it's like to take hormone replacement therapy? It's not easy. A lot of people, not like a majority, but there's a sizable number of trans people who start HRT, and like weird shit starts happening with their biology because, like, I don't even know all the weird details, but stuff starts happening, okay? And partially it may be that, like, our systems of HRT are imperfect and in some ways potentially harmful. There's a lot of people in the trans community, for instance, who say that Spiro is almost does more harm than good, you know? I don't know. I'm not a fucking medical doctor. And these people, they just cannot, they refuse to hear the pain of being trans in a legitimate way. They're like, oh, if they hear pain, they translate it into, oh, you poor mentally ill thing. You know? Just be gay or be a cross-dresser or something. Don't pretend to be one of... I don't even know. Because honestly, turfery is a lot like the alt-right. And there's a lot of overlap. And it's a big old fucking onion. If you want to understand the alt-right, one of the real shortcuts is Innuendo Studios videos on YouTube. Innuendo Studios. I can't recommend them enough. And so you have an onion of radicalization. And it's not the same. It's different every time. Some people come in on immigration fear. Panic. Immigration panic. Some people come in on trans panic. Some people come in on the Jewish question. That's not super common these days, but it happens. And just for the record, you know, I'm left-wing, and the Jewish question is invalid. It is a manipulative, extremely wrong concept. It's not a question. There's no good question there. And anybody who brings it up, that's a big fucking red flag. Which again, to say, a red flag does not mean that a person is just bad and needs to be exiled. A red flag is something that you should keep note of and keep track of, and then you have to decide for yourself what you do. And I say this as somebody who has red flags and exhibits red flag behavior. I do. Have done. Probably will again. So yeah, I don't know what to do. The straightforward thing is, okay, well, we need to get representation, and we need to get, respect and validation from, government sources, and do some, educational outreach and stuff. But I don't know how feasible that is. Especially with all the gerrymandering and all this other shit the right wing does. And the Democratic Party's not really our allies either. Some people in there, meanwhile, I'm sure. And I honestly don't know how to get a third party going either, to a really super valid degree. Locally is different. If you can be active locally, that's very great. And you can do a lot locally. Because it's more human. You know, you can actually meet your PTA board members. You can meet your city council people. Your ombudsman. Or whatever. Your town selectmen. These people are around, and you can get to know them. And if they're not representing people or whatever, you can introduce a new person around and try to get something improved. On the national scale, the way money rules everything there, I mean, money is still a huge problem locally. Absolutely. So, one of my main problems is I'm under this weird delusion that I'm gonna fix everything. Everything. Fix everything. But, more to the point is that, I have to. I think it's in the Midnight Gospel episode 5, the esoteric trap episode where they're in the prison and they keep getting reincarnated, where Duncan talks about giving up on hope. Let yourself be hopeless. Free yourself from the shackles of hope. Jesus. I mean, dialectically speaking, It's not a completely invalid thing, but God, it really hurts. It really hurts. I don't like it. You could call me a hope addict, I guess. Sorry, I'm going through the shit right now. If you want a more regular episode, watch some of the Final Fantasy episodes. Or my Mega Man X speedruns. Yeah. So... I think I'm running out of steam. I have a list of somewhere between 50 and 70 movies that are guaranteed to make me cry every time. I might dip into that. See if there's one that, like, fits. SLC Punk. It's been a while. It's been a long time since I actually sat down and watched all the way through SLC Punk. That might really hit it. That might really do the trick today. Pretty relatable. It's not the same, obviously. And that might do it for me. Matthew Lillard's greatest performance. A dramatic talent that did not get quite enough opportunities, I think, to really do the kind of transcendent work that, you know, we like to see when we start a film. That might be a good call. So yeah, thanks for watching the stream. A good chance I'm not going to archive this. I don't know. Not sure how I feel about it. I did put like a content warning at the beginning. Jack VK, you're real. You're one of the real ones. Thanks for being you. And apologize again if I ever speak out of my ass and say something something inconsiderate or ignorant as fuck. I'm likely to do, because I just can't stop talking. Inke can't shut up. Blah 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 blah. I got like a 125-day meditation streak, and I'm still fucking bad. I try to take on too much, honestly. And you know, you don't have to believe me when I say this, but a lot of it is that I just genuinely feel other people's pain. Just straight up. For real. But part of it is probably being groomed by one of my parents growing up throughout my whole childhood, groomed to be an object to soothe them. To make things okay. And that will fuck you up. You know. I mean, I'm really, really happy for the progress that we've got in our culture, talking about PTSD, trauma, CPTSD, all these things. But people still, a lot of people, there's vast lack of understanding of what growing up in a warped home really does to people. You know? I try to explain, like, imagine your whole childhood, your whole time growing up, the ground underneath you was literally warped and disfigured and strange. And that was normal to you. You got used to it. And at odd, random, but frequent enough intervals, just started shaking and wobbling and shifting and changing underneath you in ways that you can't understand or prepare for. You just have to be ready to jump and shift and adjust your balance, basically. And then you get out into the broader world, and suddenly there's flat terrain. You know? Even that doesn't really do it justice, because you can see it. It's not invisible. you can say, holy shit, the train is flat. With human interrelationships, it's invisible. A lot of it happens in your head. A lot of it is your conception of what people want, what people are trying to accomplish, what people want to get from you, why people would want to be around you. And it's really hard to get the kind of information that updates that. It's really hard. Most of the time you're just confused, and then you blame yourself. That's what it's like having a personality disorder. Yep. And there's not enough support, to be honest. And I don't say this in an entitled way. I don't expect to get support. I used to. I used to be super entitled little shithead. Especially in my 20s. I don't expect it. I'm just saying it's not there. Like, how is a person like that supposed to improve with a gross lack of support? Jack BK says, as a psych professor told me, it's like walking through a fog backwards with headphones on and hoping you don't run into a wall. I mean, that's not completely off. Depending on, you know, the condition, depending on the case. I can't really say my narrative is like anybody else's narrative. Same for being trans, you know? For me, like a stupid, naive, trusting idiot, I accepted what I was told as a child. I assumed adults knew better, that they knew what they were talking about. I assumed my culture knew what was what, and had my best interests at heart. So when everybody told me I was a boy, they said, oh, penis, testicles, that's boy. Okay, we make you do the short hair, we dress you in these clothes, and these are your acceptable list of interests. These are boy things. You do them. We show you, we teach you, we talk to you in these ways. You are boy. I remember being 5, maybe 6 years old, and I remember, because I remember the house I lived in, and I only lived there for 2 years, like most places I lived. Well, a lot of places was less than that. But anyway, I remember what age it was, because I remember where I was. I remember looking in one of those ABC books, and it says B is for boy, and it shows this picture, and, you know, he's got hair like mine, he's dressed like me, and I remember kind of thinking, I guess I'm a boy. That hurts. I wish I was born a girl. And that was my life every day. I wish I was born a girl. And secretly doing girl things. Skipping school to stay home so I could watch My Little Ponytails. So I could wear my older sister's old clothes. Yeah. Things like that. And knowing that I was considered a freak for it. And knowing that life was going to be just empty and shitty for me. That's my narrative. That's not every trans person's narrative. A lot of people are like, well, yeah, I was a boy and now I'm a woman. Or, you know, I was a girl and now I'm a boy. You know, there are trans masks who identify with the label boy, don't want to be considered men. They're valid. All the non-binary narratives. I love you. You're valid. Similarly, you know, my personality disorder narrative and the metaphors and things that make sense to me, I mean, that's me. That might not be anybody else. It's fucking lonely. It can be real lonely being neurodivergent. Very alienating. And sometimes you just want to lean into it and just like push everything away. Just forever. Then do what? Like... God. They'll all have a little more peace, love, and understanding. Is that too much to ask? You know, if people could just be a little mindful of when they start to get angry. Just notice that happening. And think, you know, I'm not in the wild. A bobcat isn't threatening my small child. Maybe instead, I'll take a slow, deep breath. Do something to get some parasympathetic nervous system activation. And think about this from outside of my perspective. Maybe there's things I don't know about this situation. Maybe I'm not seeing the whole picture. Maybe I don't need to just ruin somebody's life, just like super casually. Could do that. Over pride. Yeah. I'm just saying. It's a thought. So, until next time, all my lovely people, my dear friends, neighbors, comrades, you know, I think really, I think what I want to say was probably said best by Michael Stipe. When your day is long, and the night is yours alone, when you're sure you've had enough of this life, well, hang on. Don't let yourself go, because everybody cries. Everybody hurts sometimes.